What's up, guys? So I want to do a quick video on this. I mentioned the other day that I was looking for some suggestions for a leather checkbook cover, and that's what we're looking at here. I got a nice surprise from my friend Corey. Thank you so much, Corey. This is really cool. This literally just showed up at my door, and this is a leather checkbook cover. I took my actual checkbook out, but kept my register in here. I'm actually gonna take it off camera here to make sure I don't show you any personal information, obviously. But I wanted to kind of explain myself a little bit because some of the comments were like, what? It's 2020, man. Who's writing checks? Well, first of all, I do write checks occasionally. I mean, probably in a year time, I maybe write 4 or 5 checks. There's a couple different bills I pay in person, and I do have the option of either cash or check. They don't take credit card. You know, so when I don't have cash on me, it's just one of those rare occasions, I will write a check and bring that. But yeah, generally speaking, I'm not writing checks. What I am doing, however, is I'm using my check register. All right, for a lot of younger kids, maybe even people in their 20s, you might not even know what this is. I don't know. I don't know how outdated this is. Everyone's on their phone. Everyone has an app. And yes, I know I can check my balance on my app and everything else. My wife is very much into technology. She's very much into conveniences and her phone and everything else. She shows me a bunch of stuff. It's really cool. I'm just kind of an old school dude. When my bill time comes, you know, and I have to do my finances, I have a book. I write everything out with a pen. That's why I use a lot of pens. That's why I've been getting into some higher end pens and stuff. But I physically write everything out to look at. Now, I know it's convenient to hop on your phone and beep, boop, boop, beep, beep. And you don't have to waste paper and, you know, save the earth and all that kind of stuff. But I like to just do it all longhand. Anyway, going on a little tangent there. Basically what I'm saying is I like to write things out as opposed to do things digitally. I don't rely on, you know, banks or credit card companies to have updated information. How the bills work for me is really, really simple. I make X amount of money here. I have X amount of bills here. And I spend X amount of money here, right? So the idea is, let's say you take in $10 income, you have $8 worth of bills, you have $2 to spend on what you want, right? That's the simple math there. So, you know, when I make money, I write it in here as income, that's positive. And when I spend money, instead of waiting for the bank or credit card company to tell me that I owe money, I write it all down. I make my payments, you know, as soon as I can. Most times I'll make it before it's even due. But I like to physically see it, and I actually use a checkbook register. Now, if you happen to not use a checkbook register, it's a really simple layout, all right? So you put your check number here, which most times I'm not even writing because I'm not keeping track of just my checks. I'm keeping track of all my finances, okay? My account balances, all that kind of stuff, all right? So I just put the date, I put whatever the transaction is, I put whether it's a deposit or a withdrawal, and I put the balance, okay? And obviously I subtract as I go. So the simple idea here is I have so much money in the bank, I write it here. I buy something, okay, I write that down there. I use this card or whatever, write down what I have left so that I can keep track. So when I, you know, balance my checkbook, it's not that I'm actually, and this is where the checks would normally be, I'm not writing checks all the time and trying to figure out my check stuff. I'm just trying to figure out my balances on, you know, bank accounts and credit card debt and all that kind of stuff. So that's how I utilize this, all right? So it's absolutely perfect to have a nice, you know, nice holder for it. That's all. Some people are a little confused, like, well, why are you taking your checkbook out? Like, most people don't do that anymore. I rarely ever actually take my checkbook out of the house, all right? I'm just doing that. I'm using this register in here for all my finances, all right? So that's why I was kind of interested in a checkbook. I know it seemed really outdated and strange to people. People couldn't grasp, or, you know, some people anyway, a very small handful of people, couldn't grasp the idea that I would be writing a check like I'm 90 or something. It's just funny. But, you know, to each their own. We live in a modern world. A lot of people do things, everything on their cell phone. It's all right there. And I know, you know, like a lot of cell phone stuff, the security is great and all that. It's not that I don't trust my phone. I do trust the security. I don't know. I just like doing things the way I do them. That's all. It's a little bit old school. It's better for me to understand and keep track of things. You know, I have family members and friends who I talk to, and they have problems here and there. And I'll say this, I'm very proud of the fact that I've never paid a fee for being overdrawn or anything like that. I'm super, you know, in tune with my finances. It's very, very important for me, you know, to take care of my financial life. You know, obviously it's a big priority in everyone's life. But so many people out there are maybe just a little bit more disorganized when it comes to money, and you get into stuff like that where maybe you do go overdrawn, you pay a fee for this and a fee for that, and it's just a waste of money. You know, it's just dumb little mistakes that everyone makes, you know, but it adds up. So you work hard for your money, at least most people do out there, and you don't want to be giving it away, especially to the banks and the credit card unions. So you got to be smart with that kind of stuff. But anyway, that's why I was looking for a checkbook cover. But also just want to make a video thanking Corey. That was a really, really cool surprise, and I greatly appreciate it. Now, I don't know if what I do is actually even common, to use a checkbook register to balance out your bank accounts. If you happen to do the same thing, let me know in the comment section. If you do something different, I'd love to hear it as well. I'm always open to suggestions, and I'm always open to, you know, learning new and better things. But like I said, I'm just kind of stuck in my ways, but it works 100% of the time. It works. I know exactly how much money I have available to me at all times, and that's what's important. So to each their own. But that's it. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow with another video. Take care.